Welcome back to Car IQ, the home of pure automotive passion, where we dive deep into the future of cars, the kind of future that blends nostalgia, power, and design into one thrilling experience. And today, oh man, we've got something special, something that brings back the golden age of Ford, but reimagined for a brand new generation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the 2026 Ford Capri, the reborn legend that's taking the world by storm. Now, if you've been around cars long enough, the name, Capri, hits differently. It's not just a car name, it's a memory. Back in the late 60s and 70s, the Ford Capri was called the European Mustang. It was fast, affordable, and dripping with personality. It wasn't just a car, it was a lifestyle, young people's dream machine, a car that gave the everyday driver a taste of sports car freedom. And now, in 2026, Ford has brought it back, but not as a retro copy. The all-new Ford Capri is a bold reinvention, electric, futuristic, and ready to shake up the modern coupe segment like nothing else. The first thing you notice is the design. Ford didn't just go modern, they went timeless. The 2026 Capri blends the past and future beautifully. It keeps that long hood, sloping roofline, and tight rear haunches, all nods to the classic Capri DNA, but wraps them in sleek, sculpted curves that look straight out of 2030. The front fascia features ultra-slim matrix LED headlights, an illuminated Ford emblem, and aerodynamic air channels that flow seamlessly into the body. The car sits low, wide, and confident, with a stance that says "I'm here to play." You get flush door handles, frameless windows, and a dynamic rear light bar that runs edge to edge, lighting up in a unique animation when you unlock it. The rear spoiler subtly integrates into the design, and depending on the trim, you can get 20-inch or even 22-inch forged wheels wrapped in performance tires. The Capri's lines are sharp but elegant. You can tell Ford designers had one mission: to bring emotion back into electric performance. Now, let's pop the hood, or, well, peek under the floor. Because this time, the Capri is fully electric. It rides on Ford's new GE2 platform, the same architecture that underpins the Mustang Mach-E, but tuned for a completely different feel. The base model comes with a single-motor rear-wheel drive setup producing around 300 horsepower, while the top-spec Capri GT Performance model cranks it up to 490 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque, delivered through dual motors and all-wheel drive. 0 to 60, just 3.6 seconds. Yeah, this isn't the Capri your dad drove, this is the Capri that leaves supercars sweating. Range-wise, Ford claims around 410 miles, 660 kilometers, on the new 98 kWh battery, with ultra-fast 350 kilowatts charging support. That means you can go from 10% to 80% in about 18 minutes. And just like the Mustang Mach-E, the Capri gets regenerative braking with multiple levels of control, including one-pedal drive mode for city cruising. But here's where things get spicy: Ford tuned the Capri to feel alive. It's not just about speed, it's about soul. The engineers worked hard to give it that emotional connection that old Capri owners loved, with simulated gear shifts, electric exhaust tones that change with driving mode, and even subtle vibration feedback through the steering to mimic mechanical engagement. It's the kind of thing that makes you smile every time you press the accelerator. Inside, it's pure modern Ford luxury, with a heavy dose of performance. The cabin feels focused yet comfortable. You're greeted with ambient lighting that wraps around the cockpit, a 14.6-inch floating touchscreen with Sync 5 software, and a 12-inch driver's cluster that's fully customizable. The system supports wireless, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, OTA updates, and Ford's new AI co-pilot, a smart assistant that learns your habits, suggests routes, and even remembers your favorite music depending on the time of day. The seats are slim yet supportive, made of eco-friendly materials that feel premium, think Alcantara mixed with sustainable leather. There's a beautiful blend of digital minimalism and analog charm. Even the drive selector is inspired by the old Capri's manual gear lever, a small but meaningful tribute to its roots. The Capri isn't just built for thrill seekers, it's also practical. There's a surprising amount of trunk space, over 400 liters, and a small front trunk for extra storage. Ford even made sure the battery placement doesn't eat into passenger room, giving you solid legroom in the back. And yes, you can road trip in it. The Capri supports Ford's BlueCruise 2.0 hands-free highway driving, adaptive suspension, and a smart energy management system that maps charging stops based on your driving style and terrain. Driving it, from early reviews and test drives, People say it feels balanced, agile like a coupe, planted like a grand tourer. The steering is sharp, the body roll minimal, and the torque instant. In Sport Plus mode, it tightens everything up, the suspension firms, the simulated exhaust deepens, and the Capri becomes a beast on winding roads. Yet in comfort mode, it's quiet, smooth, and easy enough for daily commutes. Now, pricing, Ford knows this isn't just a nostalgia play. They want the Capri to compete seriously in the premium EV coupe market. So the base model is expected to start around $55,000, while the fully loaded Capri GT Performance Edition could reach $75,000. Production is set to begin in early 2026, with Europe getting the first deliveries, followed by North America. What Ford has done here is something truly rare. They've brought back a name with history and made it relevant again. The Capri of old was for dreamers, for people who wanted style and excitement without paying Ferrari money. The 2026 Capri is that same spirit, reborn for the electric age. It's fun, fast, and full of character, something that's been missing from a lot of modern EVs. So here's the question. Would you pick the new Capri over the Mustang Mach-E GT or even something like the Tesla Model 3 Performance? Because honestly, with its mix of soul, performance, and heritage, the Capri might just be the dark horse of 2026. If you love the blend of nostalgia and innovation like we do, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car IQ, and drop a comment below. Tell me your favorite Capri generation or what you think about this modern revival. Because here at Car IQ, we don't just review cars, we celebrate the legends that shape them, and the future that's driving them forward. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep driving smart, and keep your wheels ready for what's next.